DMK receives a setback. Stalin Minister Ponmudy has been sentenced to jail term in an illegal assets case. The Madras High Court has handed out a 3-year jail term to Minister Ponmudy in the decade-old disproportionate assets case. He and his wife have been slapped with a fine of 50 lakh rupees. Ponmudy, who appeared in the Madras High Court this morning for sentencing, in fact, appealed to court on grounds of old age, seeking minimum punishment for him. But it clearly didn't cut any ice with the Madras High Court, which, remember, had reopened the case, reversed the minister and his wife's acquittal in that very case. Ponmudy now can appeal against the verdict in a higher court, but the political damage clearly already done. We know DMK already has sacked Ponmudy the moment he was convicted. They've sacked him from his assembly membership. The DMK, which chose to back Ponmudy earlier, repeatedly said that these are charges politically motivated, etc., but now have distanced themselves from the Mantri, who faces disqualification.
This is a big day. The judgment marks the end of Ponmudy, but not only Ponmudy, this marks the end of DMK. Along with Ponmudy, 12 more ministers are facing criminal charges, and they all soon will be shown the doors. And this is a big day in judiciary. People who have restored faith in judiciary, it has come through. This marks the end of DMK in Tamil Nadu politics. A probe had to be done right. Not only the 13 ministers of DMK, even MK shall go behind bars.
All right, Pramod Madhav joining us for more on that. Pramod, DMK Minister Ponmudy, who is said to be one of the main men under Stalin, he's been arrested in corruption charges, in fact, convicted now, sentenced to 3 years in prison, despite his appeal against long sentencing, old age, asking for minimum punishment, etc. It appears that the court has not granted him that relief.
Absolutely, Nabila. Justice Jayachandran has stated that Ponmudy and his wife Visalakshi are convicts in this particular case, which is actually like it started around 2006 to 2010, and there were 2 appeals by the DVAC in 2011, and that case trial court, after acquitting them, this is where another appeal was put forward by DVAC in 2017. In fact, we are currently inside the DMK headquarters waiting for the lawyer of Ponmudy to address us, and we have been waiting here for quite some time. The place is very quiet, and Ponmudy is a very big man when it comes to DMK, one of the strong men. That team also includes Dure Murugan, I. Perisamy, and Ponmudy is supposed to be a very, very important person as well. Even after that, he got convicted in this case because of a kind of explanation he could not provide for 1.75 crores of assets, which comes under disproportionate assets. And this is where the judge has given this order, where 3 years simple imprisonment for Ponmudy and his wife Visalakshi, and a fine of rupees 50 lakh. And if they fail to pay this fine in a month's period, this imprisonment can be extended for another 6 months as well. However, the judge also has suspended the sentence, giving them a kind of small relief to go ahead and seek appeal with the Supreme Court. And he has also said that if they cannot file an appeal in 30 days, the judge can consider about extending that time period. But however, he stands disqualified. Higher Education Minister Ponmudy stands disqualified as a minister, and DMK might have to add this profile to another senior minister, or probably they have to give it to another MLA. But for now, this is definitely a very big setback for DMK, Nabila.
Well, if you could take us through, Pramod, a little background on this disproportionate assets case. It's a decade-old case, which it appears that the court has revisited and now reprimanded him. Years later, he's facing punishment on a case that went on, almost looked like it was closed, but was reopened by court. And today he seems implicated. And with the fact that he has now appealed for a shorter duration of sentencing, citing his old age, is this also a sign of admitted?
Well, but Nabila, one thing is for now, Ponmudy is not going to jail because the sentence has been suspended. But however, this case, just like you mentioned, is from 2006 to 2010 when he was a minister. And apparently during the starting of that period, he had an asset of 2.75 crores, which actually increased to 6.75 crores. And there, when this case was filed by DVAC, when ADMK came to power, the appeal claims that Ponmudy and his wife Visalakshi could not provide a proper explanation for an amount of asset that is 1.75 crores. courts. This went to Vellore trial court where they got acquitted, and this is when another appeal was filed with Madras High Court. Justice Jayachandran took it for hearing, and this is where 2 days back he convicted them, and today he asked them both to come to the court where he said that if they have anything to say orally or through writing, they can submit. And this is where Ponmudy and his wife Visalakshi said that they are like very old, this is a very old case, and requested minimum punishment. And this after that only Judge Jayachandran has said that 3 years simple imprisonment and 50 lakh rupees as fine was imposed. However, this sentence has also been suspended, which means he can go approach the Supreme Court for in another 30 days period. Bigger point here is that if he does not get any relief, he cannot go ahead and compete for another 6 years. And considering that there is a high chance that the future of Ponmudy in the politics of Tamil Nadu has become a very big question, then we've also got an inside information from the court claiming that the counsel for Ponmudy has also gone forward and said that Justice Jayachandran was also part of the legal secretary of Tamil Nadu at one point. They have brought it as a contest, but judge has said that he don't even remember that, and that was also put forward. However, for now, this is a very big setback for DMK.
Absolutely. Pramod, thanks very much for joining us. We have Narayan Tirupati on Ponmudy's case as he speaks. Listen in.
We welcome this judgment, BJP welcomes this judgment, and it is a lesson for those who loot the public. And Mr. Ponmudy should have gone home, should have gone to the jail before 3 days itself, but he continued to be a minister, which is shameful. And we strongly condemn the DMK, which has been looting the public, and this is the lesson what they get, and this is called the Dravida model.